Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing well. I want to give you a fair warning, this video may run a little long. So if you don't like long videos, please scroll on. I don't need the comment saying hurry up and get to the point, because what has to be said cannot be done in 60 seconds. This video is strictly pointed to the people of Utah. However, this is happening in every single state, and everyone should know what's happening in their own backyards, behind their backs. This is a full story how our government officials here in Utah are selling out northern Utah for massive profits. In 2024, our governor, Spencer Cox, got crushed at the Republican State Convention. He received only 32% of the delegate vote. That means that people flat out rejected him. But he used a rigged backdoor law called SB 54, passed in 2014, to bypass the voters. He paid signature gatherers to petition 32 signatures and forced his way back onto the primary ballot. Now I feel he's using the power of the governor's office to push this Stratos project, which is a massive $20 billion AI center on 40,000 acres located in the Hansel and Locomotive Valleys in Box Elder County, Utah. This project became public in late April of 2026. Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank, he's the developer. He admitted that he had only learned about it 5 months earlier, sometime around December 25 or January 26. However, this project was fast-tracked through MITA, the Military Installation Development Authority. MITA is run by Executive Director Paul Morris and is chaired by Utah Senate President Stuart Adams. They claim this data center is needed to compete with China in the AI race. However, it will also provide massive computing power for AI companies, cloud services, and other military contractors. MITA is an extremely powerful state agency that can bypass normal county rules. That means the same people pushing this project are also the ones approving it. MITA is also the ones that's going to manage this facility, folks. On May 4, 2026, despite hundreds of people showing up in Box Elder County for a protest, the 3 Box Elder County commissioners voted unanimously to approve this project anyhow. But that was easily done with MITA in their back pockets. With this data center being built, there's going to be millions of dollars made. Millions and millions. Let me say who's going to get what that I've been able to research. Kevin O'Leary and his partners will get 80% of the property taxes rebated back to them for decades to come. They're also going to make millions, possibly billions, charging AI companies and the military massive rents to use this facility. Box Elder County is going to receive roughly $30 million a year for the first phase, scaling up to $100 million a year on full build-out. MITA and the state, they're going to make $49 million a year in just fees and taxes. But let's talk about that 40,000 acres out there in Hansel and Locomotive Valleys. Officially, they claim that the ranchers are willing sellers, but when MITA comes knocking at the door with the full power of the state with them, tell me how that is voluntary or willing. I don't know. Now here's what gets even more suspicious, folks. There's a major fiber optic company here in Utah called Centricom, and it was founded by the Cox family. Governor Cox's own father is currently the president of this company. Before Governor Cox, almost the president, before Governor Cox had even entered politics in 2013, the state was paying Centricom just tens of thousands of dollars per year. But since he took office, those payments have exploded to over $36 million total, $4 million of that being just this year alone. They only had 900 miles of fiber optic in the ground. Now they have over 2,400 miles of fiber optic in the ground. With this being said, this project is going to require enormous amounts of fiber optics, and Centricom is perfectly placed, perfectly positioned to land the contract. However, they do thoroughly and they publicly deny any involvement in this project. And see, now with Governor Cox being term limited, he's going to need to replace that $250,000 a year state salary. So what a better way to secure his financial future than to push this massive project to his family, where the family's company stands to earn millions in profit from. This project will also demand 9 gigawatts of electricity. That's more than double what the entire state of Utah currently uses. We've been told these companies have to build their own power plants by the president. But here's the kicker. The Ruby natural gas line flows right through that area, and they're going to be able to tap into it. And they're only going to have to pay 0.5% in the state tax, where we, the rest of us, have to pay the full 6%. Folks, here's what the people of northern Utah are actually going to be losing. This facility sits just 2 miles north of the Locomotive Springs Wildlife Management Area. That's home to the Baker and Barnum Springs. You see, these desert springs and wetlands are an oasis where families go to fish, they go to bird watch, and they go just to enjoy nature and hang out. And if this aquifer is heavily pumped by the facility, these springs, which already have lost over 80% of their flow, could completely dry up, becoming just another dirt hole in the desert. This could destroy a critical habitat for the migratory birds, the waterfowl, and even the rare least-chubbed fish. There's a little fish out there about this big called least-chubbed fish. See, this isn't about losing some water. This is about destroying a fragile desert ecosystem in one of the last quiet places we have left. Is this really about national security? Is this really about the AI race? Or is this about connected politicians and billionaires getting filthy rich while destroying our environment, our water, and our way of life? See, we the people are the highest power in this state. It is time to remind Governor Cox, Stuart Adams, Paul Morris, and the Box Elder County Commissioners exactly who they work for. As Article 1, Section 2 of the Utah Constitution states, all political power is inherent in the people. And to Mr. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, you may be a billionaire, sir, but you do not own us Utahns. We Utahns will not be pushed aside, we will not be ignored or stepped on by you nor anyone else. Folks, if you're tired of this corruption, if you're tired of all this backdoor work behind our backs, share this video now. Let the people of Utah know, let the people of the United States know what's exactly going on behind our backs. The people of Utah and the people of this country need to know what's happening. Folks, we must do better, we must work harder, we must get these words out, and we must come together. We the people are the highest power of government. Have a good one, folks.